Hello and welcome everyone. This is a screencast-o-matic recording for the part for the study guide that we did not get to in class that I said that I would give you. Obviously, there might be some other parts you might have to complete on your own, but this particular section is going to focus on federalism as it is written in the Constitution and practiced by certain states and entities of government, respectively. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm referring to part 6, of course. Please remember to type down any content that is conveyed to you during this part and or side talking points for full credit. Dual federalism is a type of federalism that exists as mandated by the Constitution, which basically involves different tiers of government acting separately on issues. In a sense, you still have federal government, state government, and local government, but these three different tiers act as their own entities on certain issues, topics, and matters of concern. What types of things can the federal government do under dual federalism? So that's a great question here. In a sense, we're talking about the national government. The national government can do the following few things. They can come up with issues of a universal currency. They can also, of course, come up with solutions to deal with taxes. They can come up with national security apparatus and issues, or solutions to fix those issues anyway. And they can also look at several other instances that deal with creating cohesion on laws, so there's no room for misinterpretation. What types of things can state governments do under dual federalism? So states actually have powers at a smaller level of government, and these issues might deal with issues with licenses, for example, a license to have a business or a barber's license or things like that, issues with state laws, issues with morality and marriage, maybe even issues with other types of smaller independent focus, like marijuana legalization for the state of Pennsylvania. Let's go ahead to the next part. What is cooperative federalism? Cooperative federalism is essentially the type of federalism that exists in, well, I guess you could say it like this, in ways where different parts overlap and do things that way. What are some different types of grants that are given? Well, essentially, what is a grant? A grant is essentially a sum of money given to states to act on policies. In many ways, the way you get a grant is you have to, of course, act on policies in a way that aligns with national government. Why do we call it layer cake federalism and marble cake federalism? So basically, layer cake federalism refers to dual federalism because they're separate tiers. And we call it marble cake federalism mostly because we have cooperative federalism and you have mixed tiers getting involved and doing things on a way that each layer overlaps another one. And now we have the last part here. What are types or a few examples of government positions that exist at state and local levels? At the state level, of course, we have governors, you have state legislatures. If you want to be technical, although they serve at the national level too, you could say, House members too, members of the House of Representatives. At local levels of government, of course, you have mayors, you have city councils, school boards, and some specific types of local governments as far as zones, towns, cities, you could say municipalities, boroughs, right, and townships, and so many more. But these types of entities of government show us how complex, from top down and bottom up, government truly is. And that, my friends, is why, of course, I wanted to give you the answers for this section, because federalism is just so hard to understand. Good luck in completing the rest of the study guide. Once again, most of you guys might have to do your own work on Amendments 11 through 27 and 1 through 10. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I wish you luck on the rest of the assignment.